Good early morning, gardening friends. Let's call this the beginning of 2012's garden blog. There's been a lot going on. I haven't revealed a whole lot, and I kind of disappeared. Well, let's sort of take a look at the condition of the garden. We'll call this the before, and this is in the old location. It's early December. It may be a couple of weeks before I get to dealing with the garden in its new location. But there it is, documented. We had huge winds a couple of nights ago, and I'm happy to say that the mutant zinnia survived. That will be moved to the new location. Unfortunately, some of the other plantings are a little worse for wear, but that was a weed to begin with. This is the actual second generation of the mutant zinnia. You can see a pine needle right here. We don't have any pine trees on the property, yet we have a ton of pine needles, which I'll show you in a minute. There's the rest of those, and all of these. And this is but a small portion of what landed in our parking lot. I put a good chunk of it into the dumpster. And like I said, we don't have any pine trees on site. So this is all this stand of trees on the neighboring lot. That's one really tall tree. The camera right now is at about 6 feet high and starting to point up. So that should give you some idea. A lot of that cleared out. A lot of stuff that's on the ground around it got picked up by the wind and just driven over the fence and into our parking lot. Good afternoon, gardening fans. It is now December 4th. It's just before 3 p.m. And now I can finally tell you what happened. 2 months ago, October 4th, the manager of this apartment complex and a really good friend passed away. The reason why the garden is no longer here and has moved downstairs is because I have taken over as manager. It's a big responsibility. I intend to do the best I can to fill Bill's shoes. But that's why there's no garden here. It is downstairs, and next you'll see some stuff I shot yesterday as I was building the garden downstairs. I figure now it's been long enough I can actually tell you. So we'll call this the end of the 2011 garden and the beginning of the 2012 garden. That's it for now. Thanks. This is what I did yesterday. I decided to start putting some planters up on the wall. I forget exactly what I had called it. It was the marigold planter on the end. It was Uncle Ed's marigold or something like that. Anyway, it was a whole bunch of old marigold seeds that I had harvested from other marigold flowers. Obviously I need to deadhead it, but I wanted to see if I could actually get it mounted to the wall. And that's the first, and the second one's going to have a little bit more in it, which you just... Alright folks, I've put up a couple more of the planters. It's just kind of one at a time. Mostly marigold. This one planter here, I'll explain. I'll show you a picture in a second. That was the memorial that developed in front of Bill's door. What's in this pot doesn't look like much right now, but I attempted to harvest some of the seeds from some of the plants that were left there. They dried up. I just haven't had any time to really maintain plants. That's why everything's so neglected. But I attempted to harvest the seeds from the flowers from those plants. Put them in this pot, and we'll see if we can have kind of a little memorial planter for Bill.